Welcome to Disney A, the Canadian-themed Disney travel podcast. We're your host. I'm Brandon.
You're still pointing. I'm also Krysta, but I'm not pointing.
Well, how are they going to know which one's which?
It is a podcast. They can't see you.
But like, I don't know. Have you ever seen voice actors when they're in the voice room, voice acting? Mm-hmm. They also get really into it with their body. So
that's what you're doing right now. You're like getting into.
I'm basically Bradley Cooper being Rocket Raccoon right now.
The exact same.
Same.
If you're that, does that make me Vin Diesel?
You are Groot.
I'm Groot. We are Groot.
Family. It's a crossover then.
I love you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. Brandon, what are we talking about this week?
I don't know. I think you're supposed to tell me.
Okay, good call. So last week, we were really critical of all the Disneyland lands. Mm-hmm. We picked our least favorite thing in each Disneyland land.
That was actually kind of fun.
That was fun. Let's do it again. We're heading over to DCA. This might be trickier.
Yeah. It's like picking on your little brother.
Easier?
No, like mean. It just feels mean. Like,
as someone who had two little brothers, it doesn't feel that mean to pick on your little brother.
Well, I guess it depends on the little brother. I don't know. It just, you feel sorry for them, and it's, I don't know. Well, we'll see.
All right, well, let's see. Let's see.
This is going to be a little harder for me, for sure. But
me too. But we're going to do it anyway. So before we get to that, Brandon, what is your nerd thing?
Well, I don't know, because we just recorded an episode yesterday.
Yeah.
So it's tough to have another nerd thing so quickly.
We are recording in the past, the distant past from when you're listening to this.
Right. Okay, so here...
This is the nerd thing.
Yes, it was the nerd thing, and it happened a couple days ago, but I was telling you about how I was excited about Diablo, and
yes.
I played the heck out of that these last few weeks or so, and I finally hit level 100 on my first character, which is the max level.
Tell me about your character.
He's a necromancer, and he looks a bit like the one singer in School of Rock. You know, the one that has just like the leather shoulder caps and no shirts.
Yeah, for sure.
And yeah, if you've watched School of Rock, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, he's a little emo, and he's got like chest tattoos and stuff, and
looks like a necromancer.
He's a necromancer.
Nice, I like it. My nerd thing is we're on vacation right now. Can I say that's my nerd thing?
I mean, not right now while we're talking,
but while you're listening,
when this airs, yes, we'll be eating tacos and I don't know, drinking margaritas, and
no, I'm not a huge tequila person.
Yeah, well. Sucks to be you, I guess. I don't know. Don't know what to tell you. We're going to Mexico.
That's fine. That's fine. I love Mexico. I'm all for the tacos, though.
Oh yeah.
And what are you drinking?
I'm back. Well, we just got back from our local brewery, and I drank a couple of beers.
Yeah.
But I've switched now to a nice peach gin again.
Right.
We got a growler of beer chilling for tomorrow because
exactly
it's the stat holiday tomorrow.
Yes,
and we don't work.
Canada Day weekend. If you listen to our last episode, we were explaining that. Yeah. Okay, cool. I am drinking. You made me a special drink last time, and I requested it again.
Yeah.
Vanilla vodka and watermelon.
Watermelon bubbly
with BC cherries cut up in
cherries,
them. Yeah.
Yes.
I like eating the cherries after. That was fun. Brandon, last week you started a new kind of cool thing that you didn't tell me about before, but I really like. Where we have some new listeners, which is awesome.
Yeah, we got a bunch, and that's cool, and we're super into it. So
yeah,
we're just kind of looking up the general vicinity where you're from, and like get to know a listener. Is basically
I like
it's like Colbert's better know a district.
Better know a listener.
Better know a listener. Today,
yes,
we're looking at Cabot, Arkansas.
Cabot, Arkansas. Okay.
It's apparently a suburb of Little Rock.
Okay.
And fun fact about Little Rock, I actually, my senior trip, even though I was only 16, it wasn't senior, to Europe, we got paired with our sister school from Little Rock, Arkansas.
I remember you saying it was an American school, but I didn't know where it was.
Yeah, Little Rock, Arkansas.
That's
so
cool.
I hung out with a bunch of Arkansans.
Arkansans? Arkansans? How do you say it?
I don't know, but they made jokes about how it's spelled like Arkansas and stuff like that. Anyway, they were pretty cool actually. It was
nice.
It was a pretty fun trip. I actually hung out more with the Arkansas kids than like my own school because
really?
I was younger than most of the kids from my own high school. So Made some good friends with them, and yeah,
Nice, very
pretty
cool.
nice.
So if you are from Cabot,
Cabot.
hi.
We're pretty sure that's how you pronounce it
If
in
not,
American speak.
message us and tell us.
Yeah,
how
feel
do
free
it.
to email us. And then, so the cool thing about Cabot, Cabot actually has one of the largest all-Confederate Civil War cemeteries.
Really?
A regiment or something like that
Interesting.
got hit with black measles and typhoid
Ooh.
in the area, and so there was a whole bunch of dead soldiers, and they had a giant cemetery there. So
Oh, that's sad though.
yeah, it is kind of sad. But on a happier note, Cabot is also famous for their strawberry festival, which is one of their preferred crops. So yeah, they have
cool.
a spring strawberry festival, and we do love strawberries.
We do.
So.
That's a much happier thing.
Yeah. Okay.
But I mean, like, cool history though.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting history. Cool. So if you're from Cabot, message us and say hi. Last week we were Beverly.
Mm-hmm.
This week we're Cabot.
Bouncing around.
Who
It's
knows
like,
where we're gonna be next week?
Yeah, pick something random. I like it. It's
I
kind
do
of
too.
cool.
I do too. Better know a listener. I like it. Okay, now let's head to the news. Disney A news update. Okay, so I didn't think we were going to have news because, like I said, we're recording this in the future, but you found some news that you wanted to share.
Yeah, so well, we haven't talked too much about it, but the writer's strike is ongoing.
Yes.
Which is unfortunate. I did actually. This is a tangent, but I read that the original writer's strike in 2008 led to us having President Trump.
Explain.
It's kind of one of those small dominoes leading to big dominoes, but because of the original writer's strike, the Apprentice show actually got renewed when it was supposed to be canceled, and that kind of kept him in the public consciousness and allowed him to become president. Anyway, that's beside the point, as you're holding your head. Right now, the writer's strike is having some impact on things, but less on other things that are already written. It's kind of a weird area. But Deadpool 3 is continuing production at the moment. So that's kind of cool. That's one of the Marvel projects that we're looking forward to.
Yes, definitely.
And the latest rumor is Owen Wilson was recently spotted on set. And the theory is he's going to be reprising his role from Loki.
Oh, cool.
In Deadpool 3, which would be a really cool way of pulling in the MCU multiverse with the Deadpool fourth wall breaking stuff.
Actually, he's a
like
great link.
If he doesn't have a montage of him on a jet ski, what are we even doing here?
Agreed.
In a suit. Full suit on a jet ski.
Totally. I just... Oh, that's a cool link. I like it.
Yeah. So I'm into it.
Yeah, I like it.
I hope Deadpool 3 just goes all out with like silly, awesome fourth wall meme.
Do it.
Everything.
Bring in Jennifer Walters.
Just everything. Yeah.
It's everything.
Just
I love it.
Go for it.
I'm excited. Cool news. I didn't know that. Well, you said you just found out and you were waiting to tell me until right now.
I just saw a headline about it. It's clearly a rumor, but
awesome.
These kind of things tend to be where there's smoke, there's fire. Like, yeah. So, kind of cool.
I like it. Let's head to our main topic. At the park. Okay, so are you ready to be cynical again, Brandon?
I mean, I was born ready. You could say I could do this all day.
I could do this all day. That wasn't bad, hey?
Well, I mean, that's definitely not going to be on the list of worst things in DCA, so yeah.
Okay, by the land. Here we go. You're stretching.
Okay.
All right. We're heading in DC. We're actually big fans of DCA, for sure. I mean, Disneyland is like obviously first and foremost in my heart, but DCA we enjoy.
My favorite ride is probably in DCA.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, yeah.
Okay, ready?
Yeah. So, DCA got off to a rough start, but they've put in work, and now it's good enough.
Oh, it's good. It's
On
just
average,
next to Disneyland, and
they've really embraced kind of like a more party atmosphere.
the festivals are great.
And the festivals are fantastic. So, enough positivity aside, let's get to the worst.
Totally.
The worst.
We're heading into DCA. Buena Vista Street. The worst thing about Buena Vista Street. Do you want to go? Because I have one.
You go first, yeah.
I miss the Golden Gate Bridge.
Hmm.
Yep. I am highly in favor of almost all the changes they made to DCA. But there's two things they removed that I don't like them removing. One is in the Esplanade. I like the California letters.
The letters were very cool, yes.
And then one was when you walked in and you saw the Golden Gate Bridge.
It was...
They can change anything else, but they could have kept that.
It was a cool landmark. I kind of agree with that, but it was also a little cheesy, so I can see why they...
You know what, though? I think they needed to embrace the cheese.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay, so anyway, that's my thing. I have a secondary thing, but I'll wait till you go. In case it's the same thing that you were about to say.
So I'm just, you know what? I'm tired of getting the trolleys dinging at me. I'm just trying to walk down the street and the ding ding trolley.
I love the trolleys. What is wrong with you?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's the atmosphere. That's so good.
I like the trolleys, but I just don't want them dinging at me and like, I don't know. I'm walking here. Oh wait, that's New York. It's
That's
not
New York. Yeah. Do you want to hear my secondary thing? More Oswald, please.
Yes. I do like that Oswald, the Year of the Rabbit for Lunar New Year was embraced in DCA. That should just it just
more
makes
Oswald.
It makes
that
sense,
area
yeah.
especially.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ooh, I feel like this is an easy one. It might be too easy. Hollywoodland. Clearly not Rogers the Musical. Worst
Which
thing.
just started,
Yeah. What's the least favorite thing about Hollywoodland for you?
The empty backlot.
Fair enough. Totally.
Like, okay, Disneyland California is all we hear about is premium of space and lack of land and blah-de blue. They have like acres and acres of empty buildings there.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
Is a problem.
It's absolutely ridiculous, and it feels like a dead end. You walk in there, they have one restaurant, and right now they have the Avengers store or whatever,
which feels like a shove something in there.
Yeah, it's an afterthought. Big empty warehouse where they just sell stuff. No theming, terrible. Those empty wasted buildings is horrible. It's horrible.
So that was going to be my thing, but I figured you were going to say it. So I'm going to say, you said Rogers the Musical, that it's only a limited time engagement.
Yes.
I want Rogers the Musical for a long time engagement. It can be limited for like a couple of years. Like,
I want to see it.
I want to see it.
Probably a couple times.
Yeah.
We've watched some YouTubers and they definitely watch it multiple times in a day. It's not that long of a show. It's
like half an hour?
I could probably watch it 3 or 4 times in a day.
Yeah, I mean we won't because we're there so rarely.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But like if I was there, I could do it.
So that's my number one complaint right now about Hollywoodland. Well, actually it's the empty buildings, which you said, but it's that there's this really, really cool thing and they're not like embracing it and running with it.
They seem so hesitant to actually do it, and it was the real bummer. Like if they hadn't just opened this, was the empty Hyperion Theater and not having anything in there.
100%. That was by far the worst.
So to bring something there, but they'd be like, oh well, it's just limited time.
Yeah, it's like maybe the hesitancy is the issue. I don't know, something like that. Anyway.
But the hype is real. So far, the reviews are great for it, and so yeah, having it as a limited engagement makes me kind of sad.
Well, that's my thing. I'm both like excited that it exists. We saw like reviews and things, and it looks amazing.
Some people have posted a full show recording on the YouTubes, so you can watch it, but it's not the same. You want to
agree.
Like live theater is one of the best things you can do in life.
Totally agree.
And
they're doing this really cool creative thing, and I think like just embrace it and lean into it. I get hesitancy and stuff, but it's already been done.
Go for it.
Go for it. Just go for it.
And the cast looks awesome. They're like the leads can sing
Broadway
level, and like it's full on. So Just
agreed.
Stick with it.
Just go for it. Ready for the next land?
Yeah.
Grizzly Peak. Do you want a hand with this one?
Well, you're supposed to be going first.
Okay,
most
so
of the
Grizzly
time.
Peak replaced both Golden State and Condor Flats. They kind of got like merged. And this is like a 1950s national recreation area. Most notably, the Grizzly Peak itself is the center of this, right?
One of the few actual landmarks in DCA and original landmarks that you got Carthay Circle and you got Grizzly Peak that's basically stuck around because they changed the sun wheel and they took away your Golden Gate Bridge that you're complaining about before. So Grizzly Peak was one of the things originally featured in DCA and it's still there. So that's not my least favorite.
So I'm going to say, so this was rethemed from two different things, and it feels like it. Like it's a weird. I think they need to go heavier with the theming. So if it's supposed to be, like I said, this 1950s National Recreation Park, this includes two of the best attractions in the whole park, which are both opening day for DCA attractions. One Soarin' Over California was the opening, and one Grizzly River Run. It also has smoke jumpers, which is great.
Yeah, smoke
very
jumpers
cool
is a
churro cart.
Solid restaurant.
Originally, Condor Flats was like Soarin' area, and I think Golden State was. Anyway, there was like things got like remapped,
right? Because it was like
right.
You got your like Redwood Park, and then your
and the trail is really cool. I like that they do with Oogie Boogie, like during Oogie Boogie Bash.
Yes.
So, but it feels like there's two very distinct places, and I think you need to like lean into the theming a little bit. So this one was tough for me. You can kind of tell because it's not a great least favorite thing. So I think that's actually my complaint is that it's like, oh, it's there and it's cool, but it's more like you're going to these two attractions, not like a super themed land.
Yeah, I'm going to disagree with you. I think the theming's fine.
Fair enough. I'm reaching on this one.
No. So I'm going to go super specific.
Do it.
My least favorite thing about this area is when they don't have the water on the lift hill in Grizzly River Run.
Agreed.
A Groot.
I am Groot. Agreed.
Grizzly River Run's pretty cool. I would like better drops in Grizzly River Run. In Disney World, there's the Cali River Rapids, which is a very, very similar ride. Same circle donut type of thing. It has a little bit better drops, and it also has interactive water cannons in it, if I remember correctly. They may or may not still exist. I don't know. That was a long time ago when I went there. Similar, I just like the big drop. It's too controlled. I don't know. It needs to bigger splash, big. I don't know. I'm a thrill seeker, so more thrills. I get it. But when you're going up that lift hill and they don't have the water jets on it, it feels like it's missing something.
You know what? I'm not mad at that. I like that you went specific with that one. I was having trouble with this one. I'm gonna give this one to you, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I disagreed with yours, and I don't usually do that, but
it was reaching.
Yeah.
So next we have Paradise Gardens Park. This is another.
Wait, you're gonna have to.
Oh, what's in it?
Yeah, you're gonna have to tell me what's in it, because they're like, there's Paradise Garden Grill. What else?
Little Mermaid, Ariel's Undersea Adventure, Golden Zephyr, Goofy's Sky School, Jumpin' Jellyfish, The Silly Symphony Swings, World of Color.
Oh, okay.
Boardwalk Pizza and Pasta, Corn Dog Castle, Paradise Garden Grill, of course, which you mentioned. And then there's like some little shops, like seaside souvenirs. So
it's kind of like the Disneyland side of the boardwalk.
Yes. Okay. Exactly. All right.
Okay, you go first, because I have something specific, but if you want to take it, it's fine. I will...
No, I need you to go first, because I need to think about this one.
Okay. My least favorite thing is how little Golden Zephyr is open.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay, yeah.
It's not that complicated of a ride, but, like, I don't know, 80% of the time it seems like it's closed.
If there's wind, if it's hot.
If it's too sunny, if it's too rainy, if it's, I don't know, it's like the Goldilocks of attractions. And
agreed.
I don't know.
I was gonna say the ridiculous lineup for Goofy Sky School.
Yeah, I agree with that. Goofy Sky School
But I don't know how to fix that.
It's more fun than it should be, but...
Yeah, and it's a Crazy Mouse. It is super fun, but the lineup is always insane for it. It's literally just because it's a slow loader. I did ride it when it was Mulholland Madness, by the way.
So did I. We rode it together.
We did. That's true.
Mulholland
Yeah,
Madness.
that's right.
Same ride.
Yeah.
The only solution for that, it's a Crazy Mouse. It's a pretty small footprint.
Mm-hmm.
Just build dual tracks.
Okay.
Double your capacity. That would solve a lot. They're not going to do that.
No.
But that would solve it.
So this one's kind of weird, even including Pacific Wharf. And the reason it's weird including is it's only going to exist for like a very short amount of time.
Yeah, it's still going to exist, but it's going to be San Francisco in days.
Yeah,
basically.
Like, we don't have an opening date, but it's like very quickly.
They said summer. It's summer now.
Yeah, it's summer.
And the new bridge has gone vertical, so you're going to get your Golden Gate arches.
Like soon. I'm going to get my Golden Gate arches back. Thank you.
A little different. They're San Francisco arches, but they're gonna look. They're probably gonna look better than the old ones.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know. And we're gonna have Baymax and all these things.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
So this has the bakery tour, the Blue Sky Cellar, which is a cool title.
That has the Blue Sky Cellar because that's up in the.
That's listed here.
In the wine country. That's kind of weird. Okay, yeah.
Ghirardelli, soda fountain and chocolate shop. Yeah.
And the Pacific Wharf Grill, where you can get your bread bowls and all that.
Yeah, it's just called Pacific Wharf Dining, basically. Yep. That whole area
cafe,
there,
yeah.
right? The
Mm-hmm.
cafe, yes. I've never done the bakery tour. I guess like it's cool that there's the bread you can get from there and like food is good. The worst thing was the crazy wait you had for mobile ordering the last time we went.
Yeah, so I was gonna say something about like how horrible the mobile order setup was for the Pacific Wharf Grill. So if you're gonna go with that, I'll go secondary. All the seating there, there's no rain coverage. It was
nothing.
It was pouring rain, and so we went there for a nice hearty bread bowl soup and mac and cheese bread bowl, stuff like that, which is very good when it's like not the best weather, but there was nowhere to sit. Everywhere was wet.
Yeah, just put up some umbrellas. That's all you need to do. It's fine.
And they had like stuff overhead, but it didn't cover you from the rain.
Right.
It would barely cover you from the sun. Like, so what's the purpose? Like, I don't know. Have some shaded structures, some rain shelter. I don't know.
I am very excited to see what this is at San Francisco.
I want to fist bump Baymax.
So bad.
So bad. So bad. Bloop, 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 bloop.
Cars Land. Okay, can I say one thing? Our last one, Pacific Wharf, I feel is just kind of there. Cars Land is like so themed.
Cars Land's fantastic. I don't care for the Cars franchise, but ... It's one of the best themed lands in Disney. Period.
Full stop.
Like
absolutely.
Galaxy's Edge and Cars Land are like equal.
Yeah, 100%.
I love Star Wars, but Cars Land goes hard.
Yeah, I like Cars Land way better than I like the Cars franchise. Right? Like it makes it's so good. Least favorite thing about Cars Land. Do you want to go first? If you have something.
I do have something.
You can go first then. It's okay.
Okay. Luigi's Rollicking Roadsters.
Oh, okay.
Again, similar to the Golden Zephyr, it seems like it can't operate unless it's like ideal conditions.
Right.
And
it's
also
so good.
In addendum to Luigi's Rollicking Roadsters, the ride it replaced was like trying to redo the failed Tomorrowland Flying Saucers ride, and that's kind of a bummer because it was so cool to like try and bring that back. I actually really like Luigi's.
I do too, actually. It's super fun.
I was shocked at how fun that was.
Yeah. Like, that's way better than it has any right to be. So good.
And Mater's is pretty good too, but they need better music. But that they're not going to do that. Whatever.
This is so dumb. I absolutely love Cars Land, like in general. I don't like that it's open for the hotel people because that means when you rope drop, because like what else are you gonna rope drop for?
Well, so the Radiator Springs Racers is not open.
It's not, but you can line up right at the attraction.
Basically,
if you are like, because the
early access people might go ride Guardians because that's open, and then go straight to Radiator
and they
Springs.
stand in line,
or they might just go straight and stand in line.
Literally, they spend their whole half hour, and honestly, it's probably a half hour well spent. If you're competing with everyone else. So I guess that's my only thing is because you're allowed to get into the land, just not the attraction. I don't think, that's a selfish thing, honestly. I just
and it's too bad. Like Radiator Springs Racers is kind of an older, like it's not as a brand new attraction or anything like that. But like they're never gonna take it off Premium Lightning Lane.
No, it's true, because it's your only Premium Lightning Lane in that park.
That and Rise of the Resistance are the two ones that are gonna stick around for a long time. Where it's absolutely, like, if you're only there a day or two,
pay for it.
It's absolutely worth it to pay for it all day long. Yeah, those are both going to be lined up like crazy, and it's just worth the money.
I agree. With Radiator Springs Racers also, like Rise of the Resistance can be pouring rain and you can still ride Rise. It does break down a fair bit, but still not as bad. It's not weather related, no. Whereas Radiator Springs Racers is problematic. We rode it twice last time, and it was pouring buckets most every day, but we'd get in like little tiny here and there. And once was rope dropping, but even then we rope dropped it and it was still like a 45-minute wait or something because the hotel guests had all stood in line and waited.
Yeah, so as a comparison, we went twice last year.
Yes.
Once was in April before they had anything with early access for hotel guests. And we were on and off in 10 minutes from rope drop. Yeah. Because we boogied over there and there was no competition then.
And you know what? I honestly do think if you're staying at a hotel, you should have some perks. But if the attraction's not open, you should not get to line up closer. I guess that'd be more my thing.
It's tough. I get it. It's tough.
If the attraction's open, I'd honestly rather have you going through the attraction. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you're going to be able to line up, like, go through it. But now there's such a backup that then our entire whatever hour of rope drop is used for that.
They should just have Radiator Springs Racers open.
Sure, that's fine. Honestly, I'd rather have that. Anyway, that's just my, like, it's personal. That's it. But I love Cars Land. Absolutely love it. And during the holiday season, it was great. The stuff I see for Halloween is great.
Yeah, Halloween looks really good.
I love that they go to the theater.
I have a secondary least favorite thing about Cars Land. The ordering system, both mobile and in person, for the Cozy Cone.
Oh, yeah, you did say this.
Is terrible.
And the Cozy Cone's so cool.
It's very cool, very well themed, and it should be set up good because you have, like, multiple cones for different things, but it's all one line. You can have a mobile order for a churro and a hot chocolate, and those are two different cones, but you're in the same line as everybody else, and so then your churro gets cold while you're waiting for your coffee.
Or vice versa.
Like, terribly set up. Terrible.
Okay.
That's
a good one. I like that. I do remember that was good. Pixar Pier. Least favorite thing about Pixar Pier. Do you have one?
I'm waiting for you.
Mickey's Wheel of Death. I don't like it.
It's so good, though.
I don't like the swinging things on Mickey's Wheel of Death. Oh, okay. No, I'm gonna stick with it. I know so many people love it. I'm sorry. I hate. Oh God, it's so terrifying. It's so scary. It isn't even fun scary. It's just like terrifying. Like you thought it was kind of funny for a little bit,
and then just like felt bad.
Yeah, it was terrible. I was like, not okay.
Yeah, and that is disappointing because I think it's by far the coolest Ferris wheel I've
You can go without me.
ever been on. Very, very cool. Very cool. And then you're like having a meltdown. And
Yeah, well, it was terrifying.
Oh yeah. Well, here's my least favorite thing about Pixar Pier. I mean, you got your lineup for the Midway Mania, which is unfortunate, and you had a lot of room taken up by like very basic carnival games, which is also kind of unfortunate. And they're not even free to play. You got to pay like any other carnival game that you would ever see. The prizes are a little better than you would go to your like state fair or whatever.
True.
But no, I'm upset that it closes down early for World of Color.
But not all of it anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
But still, I
get it. So actually, I even thought about that, but I wasn't sure what with the changes what that was like now. So.
Because I think like a boardwalk pier amusement park vibe is kind of a cool idea, but a lot of that flavor also happens at night with all the lights and stuff, and they would shut her down way before that. Yeah. So
our hotel that we were staying at, from the pool you could see Mickey's Wheel of Death. And the lights and everything, and just that vibe is so cool at nighttime.
Yeah, we could watch Mickey's Wheel of Death and a little bit of Incredicoaster from the pool at our hotel.
Agreed.
And it was really fun.
Yeah. So yeah, I get it. I like it. Last one. Are you ready? Avengers Campus. Do you have something?
Yeah, I do.
So do I.
Okay.
You go first.
So my least favorite thing is that they still haven't settled on an actual new e-ticket attraction.
True.
They've gone through the motions of planning and replanning and maybe doing this Avengers ride in the Quinjet building.
Right.
But I don't know. It's still kind of like a wait and see thing. Who knows?
Yep.
Who knows what's going on with that? Like Guardians Tower of Terror revamp is very cool. It's not brand new,
but it is an e-ticket.
It is an e-ticket.
Sure.
It is, but it's not a new one.
No, it's not.
I'm saying it's a new land. It needs a new e-ticket.
I agree.
Not just a reskin, which I do like Guardians a lot.
Yeah, me too.
I miss Tower of Terror a little bit, but Guardians is different enough and still cool, and I like it. But
you say that is probably your favorite attraction in Disney.
It is my favorite attraction. Yeah. Still.
Even beating out Rise, which is incredible to me.
Yeah. Yeah. It's more thrilling than Rise. Rise is like an experience. Like jaw-dropping the first time you see it, but then like on repeated visits it's not a thrill ride. It's an experience.
Right.
Which is different.
And you also say, like, it's also colored by how easy it is to get on the attraction.
True. Guardians can be easier to get on. Can,
not always.
As long as it's operating at full capacity. It loads pretty quick. And then the, like, multiple songs that you can get is like...
Re-rideability.
Yeah, there's definite replayability there. And... I don't know. I just feel really happy.
It's like I get so like, oh my god, it's so scary. But that is good kind of scary for me because I get off that ride and I'm excited. I'm happy. I'm in a good mood. I'm good to go again. Honestly. You
go have an IPA at Pim's Test Kitchen and you go ride
Giant
Guardians.
Pretzel.
And it's just it just sparks joy.
I like that. It's Spark Show, yeah. But you want more of that. You want another e-ticket.
I want another e-ticket.
Plus, take some crowds away from Guardians, please.
Yeah, I'm all about more e-tickets.
Yeah, of course. But we were promised one.
We were, and that's the thing. It's like, where?
You can be slow on it, but keep giving us stuff for it. Like, be working towards it. Don't just do lip service to it.
Lip service and, like, cancel and replan.
Yeah,
like, who knows?
Who
and,
knows
like,
where it's at,
yeah. And make it good. Like... Guardians Rewind in Disney World is apparently
incredible.
Chef's kiss incredible.
Cool.
They need something new and cool like that in that space.
Right. Okay, so mine is I'm kind of coming back to this Rogers the Musical thing. it's so disjointed between Hollywoodland and Avengers Campus. It's like a weird, like, like you used the word afterthought before with the what is that, the store even called? Like the warehouse store there.
Studio 17 or
yeah,
something like
whatever
that.
it is,
yeah.
right? So it feels like there's no transition, and it's so un-Disney-like to, like, not think of these things. Like, it doesn't need to be a beautiful, smooth transition, but it should be, and it should be something.
Well, here's your example. There's Avengers Campus borders on two main lands. You got Hollywood Land, and you got Cars Land.
Cars Land transition is amazing.
Yeah, like, which one would you think be harder to transition between, Avengers and Cars or Avengers and Hollywood? You would say Avengers and Cars, but the Avengers and Cars transition is perfect.
It's perfect. It goes into the Stark with the engines,
Stark
and
motors,
the cars.
and it's so
fantastic.
it's so good.
It's so good. And, like, that's amazing. And Hollywoodland is like, yeah.
I don't know.
They have room with now having Rogers the Musical there
It fixes everything.
Right? Like, just play into it a little bit more.
Just do it.
Just do it. And then you're fine. But there's no word that they're gonna.
No.
Right?
No, it's temporary.
Yeah, and it's so dumb because it's like this would literally fix
it.
so many problems. So that's kind of going to the same problem as like the warehouse thing, where it's just like an afterthought.
Like, yeah. So my
disjointed.
Okay,
That's
here's my blue sky pitch, just off the top of my head for this.
Disney, call us.
Yeah. You have it Hollywood Land-ish with your Broadway show for Rogers the Musical.
Totally.
And you pull in, like, the World's Fair Stark Expo in that Studio 17 backlot area. And you have, like, a mini Epcot, but World's Fair style area with, like...
What?
But, like, what if California had the World's Fair and a Stark Expo kind of thing going on, and it just transitions into California-ish?
I love it.
Do it!
That's so cool. Yeah. Your transition it's there for you now. Like, it's halfway done. Just lean into it and go for it and do it, and people will love it. Kind of an addendum to that, I am shocked by the lack of Marvel or Avengers merch.
Yeah,
there's Spider-Man merch, don't get me wrong, but
not enough, though.
Also not enough, but I want to spend my money on Avengers stuff. I have the amount of Star Wars Loungefly bags I have is kind of, we should not count them.
Star Wars is popular,
but Avengers is as popular, and I don't have a single Avengers Loungefly bag because, like, very few of them exist. I want to support Avengers. It's a very, very, very small land. I want to, like, show my happy nerddom for Avengers and spend my money and, like, support this really cool thing they're doing to be like, keep doing the really cool thing.
So, agreeing with you, remember when you bought your I Am Groot ears, you got more comments on those ears, and like, where did you get those? I
happened to get them like the day after they came out, just by fluke, basically.
Than any other ears that you have. So
it's true.
It like.
Question: how hard was it to get my Scarlet Witch ears?
Extremely.
How hard was it to find Loki ears? Because we still haven't found them.
Those sold out.
What does that tell you about doing good quality Avengers merch?
Do more.
We want to spend money on Avengers stuff. Keep doing that. We want to go see Rogers the Musical. Keep doing that. We want like lean into it a little bit when people are like, I get that it's a business, and so it's kind of like risky doing kind of crazy stuff. People spend money on those things. By the end of our 5-day trip, how many I Am Groot ears did you see? Like, tons.
A lot. That was like one of the most popular ears.
But they do, like, it's like they're shy about it or something. So it's kind of the same idea, right? Like, they're not leaning into it enough. It's such a small land. They have some really cool stuff. Pimp's Test Kitchen is so cool.
That's one of the coolest themed restaurants.
Right? In the Disney park.
Yeah.
For sure at DCA. And, like, but it's like they get scared about other things.
I don't know.
So you have a small park, just like embrace it and go for it.
You gotta go for it.
And you're right, the transition between Cars Land and Avengers Campus is amazing.
It's really good.
It's amazing. That's it for the parks, like the land, though. Crazy, hey? Yeah. Anything to add for these ones?
No, I think we covered it. Yeah, I think we covered it.
All right. I'm going to ask you a question.
Yeah?
Yeah. You ready?
I am. I have a general idea of what kind of question you're going to ask me.
So once in a while...
But I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see.
Once in a while, we decided to start something new where I'm going to say something, and you're going to be the mixologist, and you're going to imagine a drink named after whatever topic it is I give you. So the very first one we did is we were talking about Superstar Limo, and we were talking about how one of the ideas to retheme it was Muppets based, and you invented the Fozzie Bear.
I did, yeah.
Or you actually invented the Waka Waka after the Fozzie Bear.
I called it the Waka Waka, yes.
Are you ready?
It's pretty good. It's a pretty good name.
Okay, you're not gonna invent a drink now named after a character. You are going to invent a drink now named after Grizzly Peak.
Okay.
All right, it's a whole land now.
Okay.
And it's the one that I was like, I don't know what to say about this. That's why you're gonna do it.
Okay. This is going to be a shot.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, because Grizzly Peak is a little bit shocking.
Okay. Okay.
And it's gonna have a Sprite base.
Oh.
Vanilla vodka.
Yum.
Blue Caraco.
Yum.
Topped with whipped cream.
I love it.
And you just pound it back.
I would totally drink this. Is whipped cream like the mountain?
Yeah, the whipped cream is like the mountain.
Okay.
Or
like the sky for Soarin'.
And like, it's the mountain.
Okay.
It's the mountain, okay. And then like you got your Blue Caraco with the Sprite like being your rapids.
Oh, okay. I like it. I'm a fan of this. I would absolutely drink this.
And you gotta
this,
like
by the way.
pound it and roar. I don't know.
And roar.
Well, it's Grizzly Peak. Arr.
Okay, and what's it called? The Grizzly Peak?
It's the Grizzly Peak, yeah.
I like it. I would drink this.
It's a shot, though, yeah.
Oh, I would shoot this.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. I like it. I think you're a pretty good mixologist.
I don't want to toot my own horn or anything, but...
As I'm drinking a mix that you made here with cherries.
I put the fun in functional alcoholics, so...
Oh, that's fun. So that's our episode this week.
That was a fun episode.
If you decide to make yourself a Grizzly Peak, tell us how it tastes. Because I bet it would taste delicious.
I kind of want to make a Grizzly Peak right now, actually. I don't think we have the ingredients.
Question. We should do a few.
We should do some like
and then do a YouTube thing.
Mini Instagram reels or something.
Ooh, of each one. Because I was gonna say we should like do a bunch of them at a time and do them on like for YouTube. But like do one once for Instagram. I love it. YouTube Shorts. Do them double.
Yeah, you could do them double.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna start this after we have a few under our belt.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll go back and like do
because we'll spend some time at a liquor store and get some of these random ingredients.
Okay.
I'm a little nervous about the Fozzie Bear one.
I don't even remember what I put in that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I do. But this one sounds delicious. I'm much more excited for this one.
I think the Fozzie Bear was delicious.
You were like...
There was some whiskey in there or something.
And Butter Ripple, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
It'll be good. It'll be nice.
I'm excited about this one. All right. But if you try it ahead of us, let us know what you think. So that is our show this week. Thank you, El Mule, who's responsible for the custom theme song you heard at the top of this show and all of our shows. You can find a link to his work at our website at disneya.wixsite.com/podcast, and that's also where you can find a link to our social media accounts. We are currently on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter for the time being. I feel like I've been saying that for like 6 months. Twitter for the time being.
Yeah, Twitter, super dying. We talked last week about Free Agent Frenzy. Mr. Musk decided to implement a reading limit on that very same day, July 1st.
Yeah, it's a great time to do that.
It's theorized because they were not paying their bills to the Google Cloud server hosting, that they can't handle all the web traffic. Anyway, Twitter's terrible. It's very sad. I got so much hockey news from there. I don't know.
Yeah. To get Disney stuff.
Contact us on Instagram. There you go.
Yeah, Instagram. Yes. You can also find Disney A episodes on all of your favorite podcast streaming platforms. Speaking of which, Stitcher is only around for about another month or so.
That's kind of sad.
It is. That's actually what I listen to podcasts on usually. Yeah. I'm going to have to switch over.
It was a good podcast hosting platform, but...
But anyway, we're on all of them, so if you listen to Stitcher, find us somewhere else and set us all up.
Review us on Apple Podcasts.
Got a cough there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Also, you can listen to us on our YouTube channel, Adventures A, which is also apparently where we'll all be doing some shorts here in like a bit, trying a bunch of different drinks.
This is a fantastic idea. I'm excited to be a part of this plan.
Nice reference.
Yeah.
Also, if you know someone who might like listening to us, particularly if you are in Beverly or Cabot. Yeah. Please recommend Disney A to them. Next episode. Hey, Brandon, are you ready for another deep dive? No, wait, my voice isn't deep enough. Ready?
A deep dive.
That was kind of creepy, actually. Good job. A deep dive. What are we deep diving into next week?
Well, we're going real specific.
We went real specific with Superstar Limo, so
that was inside baseball for sure. We're going out something else. Maybe.
You know what? Hey, let's do an existing attraction.
Yeah, we're gonna go existing attraction, but it's still a little inside baseball. We're gonna Davy Crockett,
King of the Wild Frontier.
And we're gonna.
I'm so good at singing.
We're gonna go on a canoe trip.
I love canoeing.
Yeah.
It's very Canadian of us, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yay. We're gonna talk about the Davy Crockett Explorer canoes. So I'm Krysta.
I'm Brandon.
And until that next adventure, TTFN, ta-ta for now. Thanks for listening to Disney A. I could do this all day.